practicing, cause they're pretty much, when you practice, you know what I mean, what do you say, these scrimmages, to use a light word, but they're prepared, they're prepping for war. That's why China and Russia, not only them, also North Korea, they are actually you know, prepping for war. So if a war do break out, they're practicing to better prepare and defend, you know, or put up a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? So most people don't realize World War III is on the horizon. That's the third woe. World War III is on the horizon. You know, what's going on in Israel, the so-called land Israel, with them fake Ashkenazis, or they're calling themselves Jews. You know, they're not the real biblical Israelites. They're not the real biblical Jews. You know, but there are wars back and forth with Iran and numerous other countries. There's one country in particular that is, they've been throwing or shooting off rockets and dropping bombs and things of that nature. It's all over the news, but I look at it, I keep it moving. I can't really recall what country it is right now. Most of you already know what I'm talking about. But let's go to let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 20. There's the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame mischief by a law? So that's what they're doing when they passing these mandates. They're framing mischief. They're plotting. They have another agenda that most are naive to, and it looked like these cave beasts are back now. They trying to have like they making their rounds back and forth through this strip mall, and there ain't really nothing going on. When you do call for these clowns, they don't show up, or they take their time. It takes them 15, maybe 20 minutes to show up. But then they want to, occupy or waste what they want to say these taxpayers' dollars by sitting in the parking lot and there ain't nothing going on, just trying to harass and intimidate individuals. You know what I'm saying? I'm not committing any type of, according to Esau's policies, I'm not committing any type of violating any type of laws. They got people out here, you know, as you can see. Let me make a quick 360 right quick. I should have showed you when those bastards came by, but I'm at this little strip mall, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, it can be at times populated with a lot of people, but apparently today, like today, there's not too many people out here now, but they got a lot of people that what you consider homeless that hang out here. They were just out here earlier, hanging out. There ain't nobody say nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? What you hanging out in the parking lot for? Like I said, they just out here because I'm out here. I mean, that's what I feel. I could be wrong, but that's just what I feel because weeks ago they weren't out here. But all of a sudden, when this pork chop eating pastor, he probably got offended by my preaching. Then he wanted to decide to call one of them clowns around. Now they want to act like, and I was saying, I'm on the sidewalk where pedestrians supposed to be at, doing my ministry. But he on the sidewalk with his vehicle. I'm not gonna continue on the subject, but I'm just clarifying. You know, they didn't want to call the police like I'm in the wrong. So that's why I'm over here where I'm at now. But let's continue on. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame mischief by law? So that's what they're doing. They're framing mischief by laws. They're gonna mandate. They're gonna demand you do things because they have a agenda. They have a secret plot going on. They have what I'm looking for. They have other plans. To put it like that. To say more or less. They have other plans. This is chapter 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. But the Lord is my defense, and my power is the rock of my salvation. So we have to, only way out of this Jacob's trouble, which most don't realize that's what's coming on, that's speedily approaching. If you don't have your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you don't have nothing because this devil got all types of tricks up his sleeve. He's trying to perfect his technology, which he already almost, if not, got all the kinks out of that. You know, he got mechanical dogs, he got robotic soldiers. Like these robotic soldiers do not have any type of human emotion. They don't have any type of compassion. Just like some of these UN soldiers, they don't have compassion, you know, for, you know, even though they are humans, well, I'm gonna say, the Most High created them, Most High created them, but Most High created them as fleshly beings, so they bleed just like any other being, but they're still foreigners. And the compassion you may have here in this landmass, they don't see the same way. So when they're given an order, they're going to just go out and do their order. You know, they don't have no compassion whatsoever, no remorse, no type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, this the devil right here. Try to ride by fast. The devil right here. They pursuing this parking lot for some reason, and they ain't got nothing going on. Like I said, this they second time in. They was parked in the parking lot, parked just behind me. They was parked there. They left out. So I think they heard the word and it was cutting them. You know, like I said, what's that? They got an old saying. Which is the true saying. the truth hurts. And that's what it was. They probably heard the truth and they got uncomfortable, or they didn't like what what they heard, and they left. But hey, the truth hurts, man. That's a saying that most of these people know about. They know, most know of that saying, of that catchphrase. And he shall bring up them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. That's what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has planned for this wicked ass kingdom. Repeat that again. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94, verse 23. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity. So their own demonic plans is going to fall upon them, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. So these wicked ass Edomites started with their elite, which is the banking, the bankers that own contribute. They own a large portion of the world today. When it comes to when it comes to the monetary system, this fiat currency, paper notes, they own that, because all paper currency have to go through the World Bank, and that World Bank is in Europe right now. That the Edomites, the elite bankers, they own that system, and they have a large portion of resources when it comes to gold, diamonds, oil, land. So they have a significant portion, and they own a majority of things that most people need today, and they have control, which it comes down to your modern or your everyday necessities, to the military. They own that too. So they own almost everything you can pretty much perceive of today. It all goes back to one of the banking families. The Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Rockefellers, those, the likes of those. Everything what you perceive today in some form, shape, or fashion goes directly back to them. They own, they have ownership, and they don't care. I don't care if it's your local drugstore. It all goes back to one of those families, because they own the wicked was given the world was given into the hand of the wicked. I'll repeat that again. And these shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. So that's what the Lord is about to do. When this devil think he's going to be successful in accomplishing his wicked plan, the Lord is going to cut him off. The Lord is going to reveal himself, and he's going to deliver his elect, which is 144,000 and one-third. Then this destruction is going to fall upon this wicked ass kingdom, man. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So they talking about World War I, World War II. That's those two woes. That's why it's coined World War. So they had predominantly a lot of countries involved in those wars. Predominantly a lot of these so-called back then non-third world countries, you know. And the third world will come quickly. That's the third world war, which is on the horizon as we speak. That's why you got different scrimmages breaking out. You got you know the UK in the South China Sea right now with a warship that's protected by other um, other European countries along with the U.S. They're escorting UK warships over there because they're prepared for war. A third world war is speedily approaching too, as it says in Revelation 11 chapter 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdom of this world are big, Salaki, the kingdom of this world are become the kingdoms of the Lord and his Mashiach, and he shall reign forever and ever. So it says, let me repeat that. The kingdom of this world. They didn't say there's going to be a kingdom in a mystical place out of your reach. Repeat that again. And the kingdoms of this world, see, kingdoms is plural. So you got different kingdoms over here, meaning you got different nations that appoints different rulers or have different rulers, being that it's through a bloodline or being that they got some political system and appoint a ruler over a nation or a kingdom. The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of the Lord. So the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is going to own all these kingdoms. That means heaven is going to be on earth. It's not going to be a mystical place where you die, but you will believe by your plantation Christianity through your slave master that when you die, then you go to heaven. Or if you're bad, then you die. Or if you commit sin, then you die. Then you go to hell when you see some guy in a red spandex holding a pitchfork with horns protruding out of his forehead with a neatly shaved goatee. That's the devil. And if you look at that word devil means deceiver. That's what the devil told you. He told you a lie. As it said, he is a liar and the father. If he speak up a lie, he speak up of his own because he's a liar and the father of it. That's Esau Edom. So most of you people have been deceived. Let me repeat that again. The book of Revelation chapter 11, verse 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdom of this world are become the kingdoms, Salaki, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and his Mashiach, and he shall reign forever and ever. That means Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to reign on earth forever and ever. After the destruction of this wicked kingdom of Esau Edom goes down, the true kingdom, a perpetual kingdom, a kingdom of everlasting, a kingdom that will not diminish, will be ruling once the destruction of this wicked kingdom goes down. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 6. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes. That lamb is Yahweh Shah. 7 is completion, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, sent forth into all the earth. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4th beast and the 4 and 12 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and gold veils full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou hast slain and hast redeemed us to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai by thy blood, out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and has made us unto and had made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on earth. They didn't say we shall reign in a mystical place. Let me repeat that again. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 5, verse 10. And has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on earth. So the kingdom of heaven will be on earth. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, righteous kingdom will be established here on earth. It's going to be a righteous kingdom here on earth. So the devil lied to most of you, having you believe that the kingdom of heaven will be a place when you die and you go. Or if you committed sin, you'll go to hell. Hell is a condition. Hell is what we're living in right now under Esau Edom. That's what we're living. Hell is conditioned. Hell is designed, or hell was made for your previous iniquities. That's why when you come back in reincarnation, regenerated, then you will face your penalties, which your hellish conditions for your previous sins. That's what hell is. But most that don't believe, yes, reincarnation is real. Salaki. 1 sec. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 9. The enemy said, who is the enemy? Esau Edom. I will pursue, I will overtake, I will divide and spoil. My lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. So that's what Esau Edom's plan is. Esau Edom, the sword. Just like Isaac gave Esau the blessing of the sword. He should live and die by the sword. That's why this guy has all types of, if you go to an Edomite, especially one of these Edomites living in one of these rural areas, they got, you never know, they probably got all types of arsenals. They got training and, they going hunting. Some of them in the city, they going hunting. That's what Esau Edom's blessing is. His blessing is the sword. They got all types of arsenals. He got these little jakes running around here with little pea shooters and all that, man. They got, Esau Edom got something that, man, that'll take that out instantly, man. That ain't nothing in comparison to what Esau Edom got, man. These little pea shooters walking around here, even to these little AKs these jokers around here got, man. That pales in comparison. That pales in comparison to the arsenal of Esau, man. Esau don't have to be there presently. Esau got mechanical dogs. Esau got mechanical, robotic soldiers. Shit, hell, he got drones. He could do an airstrike drone. He ain't got to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? The technology that Esau got when it comes to the sword, man, it pales in comparison to what these jakes around here got, man. Because they're ignorant, man. They're a bit dumb and confound, man. They pretty much got their faith in that nigger culture, man. That shoot 'em up, bang, bang, bullshit that's gonna lead nothing more to their own demise, man. That's what they're cleaving on to, but they should be cleaving on to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because in the day of destruction, none of that's gonna save you, man. What you gonna do walking around like you a thug, tough thug, when your stomach touching your back, man? What you gonna do then? These jokers got bunkers. They're able to store food. I'm talking about Esau Edom. These jokers, they're able to store food. They got alternative powers. They got alternative power like generators, solar panels. Jakes ain't got none of that. You Jakes gonna be in a whole world of hurt, man. When Esau Edom come down, when the devil come down, knowing that he got when the devil come down with great wrath, knowing that he got a short time, man, these jokers gonna really feel it out here, man. When your local corner store, when your local grocery store, if you ain't got certain things, they ain't gonna let you in here. If you ain't got the Pope, they ain't gonna let you in there. If you ain't got an MOB, they ain't gonna let you in there. Or if you're able to go in there, the shelves gonna be bare. What you gonna do then, man? This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 25, verse 29. Yet a man is risen to pursue thee, and to seek thy soul. But the soul of my Lord shall be bound in the bundle of life with the Lord thy power. And the souls of thy enemies, them shall be slain, be slain out, as out of the middle of a sling. So that's what's going to happen, man. You got these enemies, man. They're in constant pursuit of your soul. They want you. They already got all these technology to monitor you with these smartphones, smart TVs, all the way down to your if you have one, GPS system in your vehicle. They got all types of technology where they can track you. But if you don't have none of this technology, they can't track you. You know, even though they got outer space satellites, they can pinpoint. You know, they thousands of miles in outer space. But you know, they can track, or not, I ain't gonna say can track, but they can pretty much zoom in. Let me put this up. All of you see, I don't know if it's Google Earth. It might be Google Earth. You know, where they show you where they can zoom in from via satellite imagery. You know, so they got that capability, but they cannot pinpoint your location at all times. So that's where the MOB come in. And they want your soul. They possess everything else in the world. They want to possess you. Repeat that again. The first book of Samuel, chapter 25, verse 29. Yet a man is risen to pursue thee. They say a man is risen. They ain't said a double. They ain't said no dude. They ain't said, well, that man that we're talking about is the double, which is Esau Edom. But they ain't talking about no joker in the underworld. They said, the first book of Samuel, chapter 25, verse 29. Yet a man is risen to pursue thee and to seek thy soul. So Esau Edom is risen up by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, nonetheless. But here's the wicked is risen up, but he's come to seek your soul. He's coming after you. If he don't slay you, he's gonna